Hi! This is Background Noise episode 189. I am your host, HydroxideAnt, and we got some cool people in here. We are in the Backup Ground Noise channel this week. We normally do the podcast in Steve's TeamSpeak, but Steve happened to go away for the weekend, and the server that lives inside his house that also runs the TeamSpeak kind of lost power. So it's gone for the entire weekend, I assume.
I'm just casually foaming at the mouth. That's fine. I told him. I fucking told him.
Well, what did you tell him?
Oh, I gave him shit as soon as he was like, I'm running my server from inside my house now. And I'm like, that's not how you professionally run servers. Why would you degrade like that? And then he was like, no, it'll be fine. It never goes down. And I was like, it will go down. And it will go down at the worst time. That's how a server inside your house works. Meanwhile, I'm forking out the cash for 99.9% SLA uptime and huge bandwidth stuff, and I'm like, you have to pay for that if you want to not have a TeamSpeak server go down. And he was like, no, it'll be fine. And I was like, okay, we'll see.
And I guess we're seeing right now.
And it's gone.
Because it went down yesterday. And, it didn't click in my head to this morning that, oh, wait a second. He's gone the entire weekend.
Oh
no. But Chris has been generous enough to let us use his TeamSpeak. And thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. I mean, it's here anyways, so I don't think it's being that generous.
Yeah. I wonder, if I asked you if we can use a TeamSpeak and you said no, I'd be like, okay, we're not gonna be, air quotes, doing the podcast in your TeamSpeak later then.
We're just gonna chat in your TeamSpeak.
You're just gonna chat around 7 on a Saturday, and I'm gonna record it.
7:01, Chris, and then so you can miss the intro because we're totally not gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, dude. So the whole order thing is completely different in this TeamSpeak.
Oops.
So Chris, your intro actually comes second this week. Hope you know.
I'm just gonna make myself a sub-channel.
Could you make a sub-channel and still be able to hear the audio from this channel?
I could probably find a way, but I don't feel like doing it right now.
When did you change your... Wait, Chris, I didn't see you change your name to...
I was very slick with it.
Okay, yeah. When did you do that? Did you do that when we were all changing our names pre-podcast? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I said something about it.
It just went over my head, dude. Way over my head. But yeah, we had some really interesting names pre-podcast. Some of us still have them. I changed my name to something I thought was pretty rad, and I just it was just too cool for the podcast. To see what my name was, you can pay $500 for the free end post show.
Oh,
and you get to see cool things like name changes. It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal that is only available every week, so it's actually a lot-in-a-lifetime deal. You get the point. Just give me money.
Give us money, please.
Yeah.
Just give us money.
Dude, I really just need to put up a Patreon so no one can give me money.
Yes.
It's just so it'd be like, I have a Patreon. Really? How much do you get a month from it? I don't get anything from it, but I have one. It would be a nice little thing.
Selfish dicks.
All 5 people that watch the show give me money.
Hey, you know the good part about how only having 5 people that watch the show and don't donate you money is?
What?
You know who all of them are.
I don't watch the show.
Exactly. There's only 5.
Well, yeah,
one of those 5.
Yeah, exactly. It's I just have to narrow it down. I'll find it eventually.
I made $0. Hey, Mark, the hell?
Yeah, this is your fault. Yeah, Mark was in chat, but then decided not to stick around.
He could have easily donated money while he was here, but no.
He decided not to stick around for the podcast. That's cool, man. Yeah, it's alright. We don't need his kind here anyway.
Who needs viewers?
Yeah, we don't need that. We have viewers, but it's because
we can watch ourselves.
Yeah, because Kyle and Chris are in chat, and so is Nightbot.
Yeah, same.
Are you also in chat? Yeah, you are as well. Okay,
yeah.
You got all 3 of you are in chat. Nightbot's here too. Nightbot's a good friend. Yeah.
Nightbot's a long-time viewer.
Nightbot's my actually only viewer every stream. It's really saddening, but it's true. Nightbot is always there for me when I need it. Right, Nightbot? Nightbot? Fire.
Well,
you know, what can you do? What can you do but just keep swimming?
You could drown?
Yeah,
could do
you
that.
could.
Wouldn't recommend it, but I mean,
No,
you could.
it's not really something I'm looking forward to doing. Like, I don't actively wake up and say, you know what's gonna happen today? I'm gonna drown. That's
That's
not how I
probably
start
fun.
my morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually start my
Probably
morning with, hey, I'm gonna burn to death. You know, it's very different than drown.
Very different.
That's my fetish.
I mean,
Yeah.
Burning to death? I mean, we can make that work. I'm sure someone you know has fire, or the ability to start a fire.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure there's a pyromaniac somewhere in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I guarantee it. I mean, or if you give Chris, like, a nice, firm handshake, I bet he'll light you on fire.
I mean, like, can you hear this? And
We gotta.
Wait, why don't you just light yourself on fire, then?
yeah, exactly.
You get it, you don't
Every
vape.
night.
Jeez.
We get it, you
Yeah.
vape!
Real cigarettes, like a man.
That reminds me of, oh yeah, Kyle has real cigarettes now. But,
I do, it's
yeah.
great. It's so good.
No,
As
but-
opposed to fake cigarettes?
Yes.
Well, they weren't fake. So Kyle and Chris have a job now, and they both have made money.
Yeah, we share one job.
Yeah, they share
Yeah.
one job. They both live off of one income because they're very close like that.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, I
leeching
keep
their
right
one.
beside each other.
Are they really?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, I should have sent the picture of the.
You
Chris
should have
said
taken a
what we got on
picture
Friday.
of the penguin on the bike.
The duck on the
The
bike.
duck on
yeah.
the bike.
There's a duck on a bike and you didn't send it to me.
It's a duck dressed
Oh.
up as Green Hornet on a
Come
bike.
on, dude. You need to send me
I know,
these
I
kind of
fucked up.
things.
I fucked up.
This is what I live for, Kyle.
I fucked up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's sitting on the divider between our two cubicles.
No, it's great. Yeah, but no. So Kyle now went from cheap cigarettes to expensive cigarettes. But
Back to cigarettes.
back to that's fair. That's fair.
It's so good.
Oh, what I was gonna say, because like the we get it, you vape thing. I remember when a friend of ours who was in chat earlier, his girlfriend was introducing her friends to us. Kept saying that when we first met her one friend, we should have just yelled, "I get it, you're a vegan," and walk away.
Oh boy. Wait,
I
is this
was.
the one we were there for, Tony?
I think so. Because there's only one
The one
vegan
where
that.
everyone was there.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Wait, when was that? I'm confused.
I
now.
wasn't there.
Well, I only know like a couple of.
Was that at the mall? Were you there for that, or am I
No.
thinking of a different time?
No, that was not the mall. I was there for the boardwalk. I think wasn't that other chick that? Never mind.
No, I'm talking about vegan, like the person people actually refer to as vegan.
Ah, I see.
That's who I was talking about, and I was saying that now I'm going to drop names. Mark and Rachel said, "Hey, when you first meet her, you just need to yell, 'I get it, you're a vegan,' and walk away."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was there for that too.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I was like, I thought you would know that one, yeah, but now
I
that
just
we
got mixed
now
up
we
with a
dropped
different
names.
vegan.
Who's the other vegan?
Or maybe I'm getting two people. Whatever. I'm getting someone. Yeah, I am getting mixed up with another vegan. There's another vegan.
Do I know the other vegan?
You might have met her once or twice.
That doesn't help.
Podcast.
Yay! This is quality podcast material here. I don't know who the other vegan
Nobody
is.
likes vegans. Let
So
me
I'm trying to
get-
figure out who the vegan was.
Vegans don't like vegans.
I'm sure they don't.
Yeah.
Because they're made of meat.
Huh.
You're the worst.
It's good. I liked it.
I'd totally eat a vegan.
Would you?
I don't know, how bad can it be?
Hey,
That'd
think
be
about
fresh
it.
food with never
They're
even salt.
for the most part, they're free roam, they're free range, and
Yeah.
grass fed. So
Exactly.
So they got to be healthy
you
for
charge
you.
a lot for vegan meat.
You know, I think you're right.
Yeah,
You
really
charge
fresh,
a lot
though,
for...
'cause, like,
I
they
just
don't
like the
get
phrase
preservatives either,
vegan
right?
meat.
Vegan meat, yeah. Alright, so I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity, guys. We should all go into business. The 5 of us go into business right now selling vegan meat.
Gotcha.
Not
Let's
tofu.
do it.
No, like,
Vegan.
we're gonna
Vegan
go
meat,
vegan.
like
Talking
meat
about
of a vegan.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And the
And-
cops ask any questions like, no, it's meat that is vegan.
it's vegan meat, what don't you
So it's
understand?
tofu. No, sir, it's not tofu.
It's vegan
No,
meat,
don't
what part
explain,
is don't
it's
you
fine.
understand?
It's
You just keep
vegan.
saying that
It's
line
meat.
over again, yeah.
But it's vegan, and that's all I'm gonna say.
How great would that be if, like, see, here's the thing, this scenario popped in my head. You feed a vegan meat, and then they're just really confused, but, like, you tell them it's vegan, and then what you do is you take that vegan, and then you start the process over again.
They're chickens, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we're 11 minutes in, we basically talked about, selling people as food, so... Alright, I don't know where else we
Can
could
we
go.
make it like a, I forget what the term is, but like, you know, not killed in what the f- term? Not
Murdered.
killed in a
Humane
bad
ones.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, humane death or something
Yeah,
like that?
can
Like
we
a
make it a
death?
humane vegan meat by tying it in with Chance's rope company?
Yeah, no, yeah, so I think it's a win-win here. Yeah. So basically...
Because I mean,
No,
vegans want to kill themselves anyways, so
yeah,
it's
no,
not
exactly.
that big of a stretch.
So it's okay. So here's the plan. All right, so Chance will provide ropes, and they will do the hanging themselves, and then we'll just ask them, "Hey, you feeling like doing that? No, don't call this number to stop you doing it. Call this number to let us know when we can come pick it up."
Just give an address and give an address and a time.
Yeah, and just
We'll
like
pick it up. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up within the half hour. Keep it fresh.
sometimes you're gonna want it a little bit warm. So yeah.
Well, when the company expands, we could get like a hotel kind of thing for it.
No, yeah, we'll legitimately get So I want to exactly. A hotel's a great idea, Kyle. You just get a whole floor
We can't put
dedicated
them
to
in-
it.
No, we can't put them in cages, guys. They're free range.
That's not caging.
No, it's
That's-
it's like cages.
It's human caging, basically.
Adding to this business, like when we, not to give away the whole business on the podcast, but you know the
Yeah, of
viewers
course.
will obviously not give this away. But like when we sell a vegan meat, we can then tell them how we got the meat, and then they'll want to buy a rope.
Yeah,
And then-
exactly. Yes, it's beautiful.
No,
Yeah.
Chris, the problem with that is it's reminding me of that stupid fucking... What the hell was it? She called it a logic puzzle, but it wasn't. That was...
What?
What?
The two men go have dinner at a restaurant.
Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah.
I figured it out, but it was dumb.
It was fucking stupid.
What was the puzzle?
I can't
It's a
even remember.
stupidity puzzle, not a logic puzzle.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like two men go to like a restaurant and then like
They had, one of them orders the quail, or not quail, but
and then the
whatever
man
it
kills
is.
himself. Why? And you have to
Yeah.
figure out the entire story with that.
Okay.
And it's dumb. It was dumb, and like I feel like almost everyone that's here right now was there, and I was the only one asking questions, trying to figure it out, and I'm like,
Yeah, I quit and looked it up and I was angry about it.
Well, because it was described to me as a logic puzzle, and I immediately went, "This doesn't sound like logic," and looked it up and went, "No, this is like some shitty improv puzzle. This isn't logic at all."
No.
no, improv
It's
puzzle
bullshitting.
probably makes
I
it.
don't think I was there for that.
Maybe you weren't then. I don't know. I know Chris and Kyle 100% were.
Yeah, we were
Um,
tilted.
Yeah, because it was. I know Sky was on too. Sky asked a question or two, and then just kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, I think it was just, us and Sky.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, maybe you weren't on that week. Yeah. But, yeah, we're not going to do that again.
If you want to listen to some of the stalest air known to man, you should go back and watch that episode.
Yeah.
And to do that, you'll have to go through all of the episodes
Yeah,
because
so it goes-
I don't remember when it was.
Start from episode
Frank,
1,
I
and then
don't care.
eventually you'll get there.
I just have to find one that I wasn't on.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between episode 1 and episode 189. You know, it's there.
Yes, it's in between those.
Somewhere in there.
It is an episode.
I can tell you I don't think it's episode 1, but you could try it anyway.
It's on the map. I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's in there.
Now, also, you gotta make sure to watch the whole thing.
You gotta watch all of them, because what if it's I don't remember how long the segment went for, you know?
Yeah.
Also, we started pretty late into the podcast on that segment.
Yeah, so you kind of have to watch
And
every
there's a lot of
segment.
context you need with the rest of the podcast, so make sure to get that context.
So, like, you need the storylines from previous podcasts in order to get all the jokes from that one, so... You can't just skip an episode of this podcast.
Watch our shit and give us money.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We need to come up with, like, a nice little, like, what am I thinking of?
A jingle that
slogan.
says, watch our shit and give us
Yeah.
money?
A jingle, a slogan that says, like, yeah, exactly that, Chris. Watch this and give me money, you know, and just be straight up.
I think that's already pretty good.
Yeah, I know, honestly. I don't think we can really improve.
Like, subscribe, favorite, and share.
Yeah. Don't forget to retweet this video. Yeah, that's a thing. Because I have it set to go on Twitter every episode. So,
I've seen that.
yeah, I have so many tweets, but they're all that. Like, I don't,
Yep.
actually ever tweet normally. Alright,
Okay,
so
well, there was the one
this?
tweet of you trying to get a free knife.
Oh, no, those are retweets, though.
Yeah, but they still show up
Yeah, it's fine.
on my feed.
Ha! It's great! I have to show this on the podcast. Alright, this is a great picture that Eric, it was Eric you sent this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The dude says, "We're vegan. What should we get?" The lady says, "A taxi." Damn. That's great.
Old. Okay. Didn't even say an Uber. Like, oh my god.
No, I don't want vegans in my Uber.
No, we need to keep Uber and Lyft, which are good services, away from the vegans.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure they can't even get Uber Eats, so why take the Uber in the first place?
No, if right? Oh man, you know. See, they have like specific restaurants for those kind of people, so they can go to those restaurants.
Yeah.
They should have specific ovens for those people.
Dude, I'm calling it right now. The next
That was-
Holocaust is after vegans. It's gonna make that bold prediction right now.
First off, it won't be called a Holocaust. Second off, it won't be called a tragedy at all.
I mean, I don't think it was in Germany at the time either, so. Too soon?
Yeah, but I feel like that's what it's also going to be like, in hindsight, we did a good thing.
Yeah, they'll look back on... Well, actually, is that kind of what our company is? I just connected the dots.
No, we're doing it for commercial gain, not for out of hatred.
Yeah, we don't hate vegans. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
And it can't even be National Socialism, because clearly our company is not socialist at all.
We're pretty...
it's a
we're capitalist.
very much capitalist.
company.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to pay our workers dirt cheap, and we're going to make all the money. That's capitalism.
Okay, so I'm going to jump into introductions, and while I'm doing introductions, I want you guys to think of what role in the company you want to play. Alright, so this is just the role you're going to take over, so...
I'm going to announce Kyle as beta tester.
I was gonna say the butcher, but that works too, because I'm sneaking a bite, so it's fine.
Alright, so start with Kyle. Hi, Kyle!
Hi, I'm the butcher.
Yeah, butcher? Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. You know, it's very delicate snowflake-like meat, so you have to be careful with it.
Well, I get to practice my skinning, and it's really an art,
Your
right?
skinning for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To translate?
Yeah, totally not for other people. Yeah, no, definitely for World of Warcraft. For sure.
100% World of Warcraft. There's no other reason he would be practicing that for.
Yeah.
If that is
Definitely
connected
not
to
used
background
for
noise,
attacking.
don't
It is
sue
fine.
me.
Yeah. There's no reason why I'd want to peel off someone's skin. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Hi. What role are you thinking about doing?
Quality control.
Ooh, okay. Alright. I like it. So, what do you think your day would consist of?
Well, on the sad side, meeting a lot of
Oh,
vegans.
yeah, you get to meet a lot of vegans, yeah.
On the bright side, judging them harshly.
There's a positive to everything.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say.
That's pretty much it, though.
Yeah. That's fine. I
Some
mean,
documentation.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm not in a good way.
oh, okay. You know, we'll eventually figure out if it was the vegans that caused it, because we'll cycle through them eventually.
Oh, God.
I suppose inadvertently it could have been.
Good. That's the answer I like to hear. Hi, Eric.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, buddy. What are you thinking about? You want your role to be here?
I think delivery driver.
Yeah.
I get a few minutes alone with the bodies. That's all I wanted.
Oh, so you'd be doing pickups. You wouldn't be doing, like, deliveries,
Yeah, no,
right?
I
Okay.
like before, but like I would
Yeah.
deliver them to the butcher.
Oh, you do both. Okay.
Like, oh man, be careful, butcher. This one's a little salty. They always are, Eric.
Don't need the vacuum for this one? Yeah.
Why is there always that white? Oh.
Better question: is it pre-lubed?
Hey, it's gonna slide on the table very well. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Hi, Nathan.
Hello.
Hey, what are you thinking about? Doing here?
Spokesman, I would attract
Oh
customers and clients alike with my charms and magic tricks.
It's perfect.
I want to go back a little bit here. Since Eric was talking about marinating them already, can I be the barbecuer?
You really want his
boy.
sloppy
Well, do you wanna
seconds?
brush it on?
No, it's already in there. It's already been like soaking in the meat.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
They've been basted.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Wait, so you're gonna say? Wait, so they're gonna be Kyle and Eric flavored?
No, not for what?
What kind of marinade are we using?
Well, Eric's marinade, but
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. And since no one claimed the role, I feel like I'm gonna take the role as the CEO here.
We like to get down and dirty.
That's
We're
fair.
not taking that.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't want to be liable when this shit blows up. Are you kidding me?
hey, we're all going to jail. Don't even.
I
Bother.
was told it's deer. I don't.
Bullshit, Kyle. It's a person! You're literally carving up a person! How do you think it's a deer?
It'll be in America. It'll be fine.
Man, they told
Don't
me
expect me to know any better, right?
it's just a mangled mess. It's not even like it's not like you can't make out a human body out of it.
Yeah, no, I'll just say I went to an American public school. It's fine, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they
So-
wouldn't blame me.
They just said it was a deer hit by a car.
No, I also think that I'm gonna handle the advertising. I can do that. Well, I'll get billboards, get everything we need.
They're just hairless monkeys.
Yeah. Yeah.
With monkeys. Makes it better.
Sure, it's a delicacy in China.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, you know what? I'm thinking. We need to root someone else into this and make them the CEO so they're liable. So I don't want to be liable now that I think of it.
There it is.
True.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
I think we need to bring this idea to our friend named Sheldon and make him the
Oh, boy.
CEO.
Oh, he'd be behind that.
No, Chance can do it. He's underage.
Oh,
He's only been
Chance?
for a year.
You want to make Chance the CEO instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. And so basically, once it comes out that we're actually killing human... Well, no, we're not killing them, actually. We're just kind of serving them.
Yeah, but I
So-
mean, Chance would be fine in prison. I mean, he already likes what happens.
Oh, he'll be...
Okay,
he'll,
we're starting
he'll
to
like
sound
it.
like Jigsaw.
Hey, I mean...
No.
only slightly.
We don't kill people.
I mean, no,
Uh-huh.
we just give them
Uh-huh.
the ability to kill themselves.
Uh-huh.
We're providing a service.
We're providing
Nice.
a service that's very sought after in that community.
Do we charge more if they were prettier while they were alive?
Yeah, because it's like the kind of thing with a better cut of meat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because if they were like a really, really overweight vegan, I would say this is a lot of fattiness in that meat, so it'd be harder to sell and people won't
I don't
want
even know
it.
how that would happen.
I don't know.
Maybe a fat vegan.
I don't know. I think it's possible though.
Oh
Guaranteed.
yeah, you can get fat off of like anything.
It's fair.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it would take
Everything
a
has
lot,
calories.
right? Because you can't have
Yeah,
any...
it definitely.
No, it
takes
wouldn't be
longer to
easy.
get fat off broccoli than it would off of like hamburgers.
But if you eat 800 pieces of broccoli a day, I'm thinking that somewhere along the lines, you would
it
just
would
die.
take a lot, right? That's what.
yeah, just proportionally, it would take a lot longer. But
You know, I'm just saying.
And the extra
that-
energy consuming, you might just be burning all that way, like as
Yeah.
you're trying to eat it all.
Yeah, it's possible, man.
Really sitting on a couch 24/7 with just like a.
It doesn't sit on
bowl
a
of, like,
toilet, to
carrots
recycle through you as you're just fucking consuming it still, right?
Wait, will they turn into a carrot at that point?
But practically, yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
carrots, I actually
I don't
played some
know.
PUBG with carrot.gov the other day.
Why?
Yeah, that was fun. It was a good time.
Who's the guy?
Yeah, no, I was gonna play with him and Bryce, but I don't think Bryce was around. So I'm gonna
Dude,
play
Bryce.
some PUBG with those boys sometime soon. Yeah, because I hadn't talked to Carrie in a while.
Yeah, me neither. I used to play Smite with those two.
Yeah.
And then Smite kind of died, and there's like 7 people that play it.
Oh, there's 7 queue, you need 10 to play. Okay.
Well,
Well,
there's a 3v3 mode.
I actually don't know anything about Smite, I was just guessing.
No, there's the normal like 5v5 like normal games.
Mhm. Or you could be Overwatch and do 6v6.
That's fair.
Oh man.
Yeah, we played a bunch of the 3v3 mode.
Or you just play Paragon.
Paragon? Oh, is that the ripoff Overwatch?
What?
Is that Paragon?
No, Paragon's the better version of Smite.
Oh, okay. There's a ripoff Overwatch that's
Paladin.
very
You're
similar
thinking
to it.
Paladin.
I thought there was a
Paladins.
ripoff of
Paladins.
what? Oh, was it?
Yeah. That was it.
What was the
Maybe
one that?
keyboards
Was
too,
no,
right?
was there one that like got released at the same
Battleborn.
time as Overwatch?
Battleborn.
Yeah, Battleborn.
Yep.
That was it.
Yeah, that one unfortunately didn't get at all popular because of how good Overwatch was.
Yeah.
I don't play Overwatch at all anymore, to be completely honest with you.
I thought about getting it for a while, and then like pretty much everyone's like, "Yeah, I don't play it anymore." I was like, "Well, guess who's not buying that?"
Yeah. I loved Overwatch, to be honest, but then just I don't know, it got boring.
No, I get that. Actually, I know what I recently did today. Actually, I sold my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, did you?
Yep, got $330 for it.
Or did you finish Breath of the Wild?
I honestly just never had the time because I'm either working or like on either my PC or at my grandparents' house. So I just figured I'm never gonna get around to it. Might as well sell it.
It's fair. I mean, sell it while it's still worth something.
Yeah,
That's not a bad idea, to be honest.
and plus I sold it to Kevin, so I was like,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then you can still play it.
yeah, pretty much. But, yo, I still want to play my game.
It's like I'm gonna come over while I'm still playing this. That's amazing. Yeah.
So
Speaking.
now I've got $300.
Ooh, now you have $300. So here's what you do.
Huggers and blow.
Yeah, and you know what? That's better than what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yes, no.
Were you gonna say donate to background?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you could donate to the background noise, and
Then-
you might spend it on hookers and
Hookers
blow.
and blow, and I can write it off so that
Well,
you
here's
can
the
get
thing,
some
Tony.
hookers
Here's
and
what I was
blow.
gonna do with it. I was gonna put it into the Atlantic City Fund so that when we go to Atlantic City,
There we go.
we can spend it. So basically, it is going towards hookers and blow,
I mean, you're not wrong.
right?
Apparently, a friend of ours said if you order an extra pillow or something, was that what he said? Were you there
Yeah,
for
an
that?
extra pillow.
An extra pillow, that means you get a hooker or something. It's like, what if someone
Yeah, like,
really just
basically
wanted
the
an
hotel
extra
will
pillow
send
though?
one to you.
Like if. How do you know how disappointed I would be if I just was like, I could use one more pillow. I call and then the hooker shows up and I'm like, that's
Well, I
not
don't know
what
if
I.
disappointed is
Yeah,
the
but then
word.
it
It's
says
just
one
kind of
pillow.
like this is what like that's not what I asked for.
Wait,
But all right.
is it sent in place of the pillow, or does it come with the
I
pillow?
think it's in
like she
place of the
gave it
pillow.
to you?
If
Yeah,
it came
like,
with
she
both,
comes
that'd be
with it,
okay.
like she comes holding
Yeah.
a pillow.
That'd be fine. Yeah.
Just use her as a pillow. It's fine.
Oh,
If you don't
yeah.
want to, like, you know what I mean?
What if I don't want to have to pay like per hour for the person to be a pillow?
That's why it comes off the company bill. Duh.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Pillow finances.
Hey, why is there like a $5,000 charge for pillows?
I had an extra pillow that night. It's fine.
Hey, well, you see,
The whole night.
whenever the vegans would hit the floor, the meat would get bruised.
Oh my god.
No.
Like I'm just picturing that like it's Eric. Can I get an extra pillow? Can you make it vegan? New client. And then you see like I'd be like, Eric, dude, you're such a good worker, man. Even when you're on vacation, you're bringing people back for us.
Like, oh, did they pile up this time?
You just open the trunk. Oh man, that's a lot of them. They're very small though, so I guess they do fit a lot of them in here.
Yeah.
I wonder if like a fat vegan we would actually have to charge more for because they're so rare.
True.
No, that's just clicked
Like,
in my
now this,
head.
like,
They're
now
a
this
real
kind of
rare
meat
cut.
comes from only the rarest.
They're
Everything is medium, by the way.
that one meme. It's a very rare cut, and they bite into it, and it says like a vein doing well in League of Legends, and the guy looks up from it and he's like,
Oh, I
wow,
have
that
a
is
way
rare.
better one. I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, okay. No.
That was just the only one I could think of because I'm not clever enough.
No, I appreciate it. It was funny. I was laughing the entire time.
I'm gonna spend the next like a half hour looking for this fuck.
Good. I'm glad we sent you on a mission, Kyle. So while Kyle's on a mission, I want to talk about that. I'm currently watching The Defenders on Netflix, the Marvel show.
Oh.
I am 7 episodes in already, and there's only 8, so
Wow.
it came out yesterday.
Looks good.
It's pretty good. I have a few minor complaints. One I have to go back and try to watch again because so it's not a spoiler at all, but in one of the episodes, I think someone was talking and the voice was not matched to their lips.
Uh-oh.
So to be honest, that episode I watched on my phone, so I'm wondering if it could just be
might
because
be,
it was on
yeah.
my phone. So I have to actually go back on like my computer later and try to watch it again, just that scene to see if it is. And if that's
Yeah.
not actually it, then that's not a thing. But I'm trying to. I don't think this is a spoiler. If I tell of how someone talks, is that a spoiler for a show like
No,
that?
it's not really a spoiler if you're
Okay.
saying how someone talks.
Okay, so I have one complaint, is that there are 2 characters that interact, and they're speaking 2 completely different languages the entire time.
Okay.
But that just bugs me. It's like, okay, the one person I think it's Japanese, so they will speak in Japanese, other person speaks in English. And then another line of Japanese, another line of English. It's like, you clearly both know each other's language. Why don't you just pick one? Why are you doing this, like, rodeo here?
There's no need for this.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so confused why, like, that's a thing. But, it's whatever. It's a really cool show, though. I do suggest it if you... I think it's cooler because if you've seen Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, I think you'll like the show. But if you kind of jump
any
in...
of those.
You've seen none of them, you said, or...
No.
Okay. If you see those first, I think you'll like The Defenders.
Bounce.
Because I feel like without those shows, you don't really get the background at all.
That's true.
Because like I think it's a cool show. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow! I'm not showing that one in the podcast.
Oh boy.
Just a little tidbit. If I remember correctly, in season 1 of Daredevil, the thing you were talking about where there's dialogue between 2 characters,
Mhm.
one speaks in English and the other speaks in what is presumably Japanese.
Yeah,
That happens quite a few times in Daredevil.
it happens throughout the Marvel Netflix universe a lot, and it bugs me. There was one character, if I'm not wrong, in season 1 of Daredevil that would communicate with a few different languages, and he would only ever speak English. And I feel like at this point I could say same. I think Fisk, would only speak English for the most part. And he would he would communicate to the Russians and the Japanese and everyone while speaking English, and they would speak their native language most of the time.
Oh god.
He was the
He's a big guy.
he was the big boss.
Yeah.
Top dog.
Top dog. He was a very cool character though.
Yeah, he was.
He was played by Vincent D'Onofrio. He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
He was in Full Metal Jacket. He was even in Law and Order at some point. I think he was in... Oh, crap. I always forget the different Law and Order brands. He was in... Criminal...
SVU, I think it was.
Victims Unit?
Was it?
SVU?
Special Victims Unit?
I gotta look it up now, because it's bugging me. Was it SVU?
I think so.
Vincent
I don't know, actually.
D'Onofrio.
Wait, what was
Law
it?
and Order. Oh, it's Criminal 10. I knew it. Yeah, Criminal 10.
Okay.
There we go. We were talking about Vincent
I only-
D'Onofrio, and I couldn't remember which Law and Order he was in, but it's Criminal 10. Which I think I liked Criminal 10 a lot, to be honest, because of him. Like, he played a really cool character.
The person I like SVU.
SVU is really good. Okay, so I could be...
SVU is
SVU
really funny.
had Detective Stabler in it, right?
Oh
that
god,
one?
Stabler was the best.
Yeah, I stopped watching once he wasn't in it anymore, though, to be completely
I
honest.
can get that.
Yeah.
See, like, I stayed because Ice-T was still there, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Ice-T is one of my favorite characters, only for the fact that I sternly don't think he's a cop. Like, within the show, I don't think he's a
No,
cop.
yeah, probably not.
He says a lot of things that a cop can't say.
Yeah, that's true.
There's an episode where, like, they get a new lawyer. Like, it's the district attorney, so basically, like, it's the one who keeps them in check. And there's a point where she's like, oh, let's give you a tour. And she gets to, like, the interrogation room. And straight up, like, he's like, oh, you ain't gonna talk? And he closes the blinds. The DA is just like, oh, but he can't do that. And they're like, nah, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not fine.
No, Ice-T is a great character in that show. Yeah, I don't think I ever watched them like consecutively. I sort of watched them all the time when they were on TV.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always watched Law and Order growing up.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. It was weird. It was like the one adult show that I watched when I was young, like a kid.
Oh, true.
It was just great. Oh, Kyle sharing a link. Let's see. Can I put this one on the podcast? Your steak is too bloody. Oh, I'm glad I didn't read that all out. Yeah, okay.
Oh, boy.
It's also the one before it that was the one I was looking for.
Yeah, I know. I saw it
That's
already.
it,
I also
this is-
chose not to put that one on the podcast either.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
2 for 2, Kyle.
Yeah, or 0 for 2. Depends what you're trying to do.
2 for 2, Kyle.
2 for 2. Okay, there we go.
2.
Yeah, I see where your priorities are.
Something to Kyle.
Okay.
I like the first one. The first one's really fucking funny.
That was a good one, yeah.
Okay, I got a safe for work one there.
Let me check this out before.
Wouldn't lie to you about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I got it. This meat is so rare, threw a massive ball at it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Straight up Pokemon reference. You know, Kyle with the best of Pokemon references. But yeah, I suggest the Defenders. I suggest the entire Marvel Netflix universe basically, because I'm not a okay. It is linked in with the other ones because they refer to something that happened as like the incident, and that was like the one big thing from I think it was one of the Avenger movies. I can't remember.
Yeah, it would have been the first Avengers,
first
the
Avengers.
alien invasion.
Yeah. And they always say since the incident, so I think it's in the same like Marvel universe, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, yeah, they're talking about the New York.
Yeah, so they like allude to it, but they never will like actually like say like Captain America or an Iron Man. You know, they're not gonna actually refer to them by name because they might not have the rights to.
I assume they would have the rights. It's still made by Marvel. It would just be a matter of
Yeah, but like, because different studios and stuff make them, so I don't know if Marvel has the rights or the studios have the rights, because I know like Fox Studios has the rights to Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
So, they can only make Deadpool, and probably only refer to Deadpool. That's also why, in Deadpool even, he couldn't actually say Wolverine, because that was owned by a different
Logan.
studio. He said Logan, yes, because Logan is a person's name.
Yeah.
it's kind of like obviously he's referring to Wolverine, but
he can't
Yeah.
actually refer to Wolverine
Yeah.
as Wolverine.
Exactly, because he
Which is
didn't own the
stupid,
rights.
but whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate that Marvel sold like a lot of the rights to some of the cooler people away, and that they're like they can't be included into like the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now.
Yeah.
Like, say even like in Civil War, like the X-Men were in Civil War in the comics.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
because
because then they couldn't be. But Civil War actually still was a great movie, I must say. Like I really liked it. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has not let me down at all. I don't think in any of the movies so far.
True.
Some of them have different tones and stuff to them. But I hear it. So I want to hear you got one you don't like.
It's not one that I personally dislike, but I feel like it kind of fell below the rest, which was Iron Man 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Iron Man 2
that's
wasn't so
fair.
great. I liked it though. I liked Mickey Rourke as the bad guy who was like
I didn't
Russian.
like that one.
I liked because I'm a fan of Mickey Rourke, so that's why I liked
This
it.
is not my board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of the X-Men movies are not because they still count as Marvel movies.
Okay.
I don't like any of the
Yeah.
X-Men movies. They're all
I was more
terrible.
referring to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is
Oh, true.
all those ones linked together. But
Yeah.
the X-Men ones, I never really was in love with them. I know Nathan, you said some really good things about Logan. I think, right, at one point.
Dude. Oh, I love Logan. It was so good.
Yeah. So see, they do make some really good movies, so but it's just it's detached from the other Marvel, so it's a little different.
I don't know. Take my interpretation of Logan with a grain of salt, as I also quite enjoyed the X-Men movies.
See, I don't think they're bad movies at all. I think Hugh Jackman is a kick-ass Wolverine, to be honest. So
My problem with most of the X-Men movies, and this includes Logan for the most part, from what I've noticed, a lot of the movies, especially with Wolverine, it's always, I don't want to be Wolverine. I'm sad. Oh, this sucks. I get it, because they'll get into the dark points of being a mutant and everything, but at the same time, have you ever read the comics for, like, the X-Men and Wolverine? Like, that's not who Wolverine is.
no, that's a fair point.
He's just like, fuck you, bub. I'm gonna
He's also
kick
playing a
your
much older
ass.
character in the
Well, yeah,
his
but even
character's age.
still. They also that, like, they have a bunch of really depressing ones. I would like just one X-Men movie where Wolverine's like, fuck you, bub. I just want to hear bub. If I hear bub, I'm happy. That's all I
Ted
want.
Bob in the X movies.
He said,
never heard
he
him.
said Bub in
He did.
Origins.
Origins?
I think it was called Origins.
I think he's did like X3 and shit too. Like
I don't remember him saying it.
I do.
Weird. I'll have to rewatch them for like the 9th time.
That's the name of the movie, right? Origins?
Probably.
There's an X-Men Origins.
I know that's like the standard video game sequel title.
Yeah.
Remember, if
Yeah,
you can't
you-
think of a name for your video game, just call it Revelations or Redemption.
Or Origins, one of those.
Yeah, one of them.
Oranges.
You just like made me think of all the Deus Ex games, like
Oh,
by calling these names.
I mean, we can like so if the podcast's gonna be hosted here, it's gonna be called that. Is there a background noise? Be background oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Messed up.
that's gonna stick.
I hope it does.
I would have to go back into so many videos and change the name.
I just do it like from now on, not forever.
Yeah, but then it would be a different show, huh?
And by from
April
now on, I mean
Fools.
like
Oh,
next
April Fools.
episode. Just be like, welcome to Background Oranges, episode 190, and just see if anyone gets it.
I personally really like calling Tony's podcast A Color.
See, you know,
Exactly.
it's so troll.
It's a fruit, okay?
It's also a color, Kyle.
Kyle, it's still a color.
Everything's a
Because
color,
it
apparently.
pertains to the fruit.
Apparently, squirrel's a color.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
So upset about that one.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Okay, so they found me an app
Story
that
time.
would basically I could look at something on my phone. It would point out the color, and then I look at my wall.
To be fair, it was the worst version because it was the iPhone.
Yeah, but I look at my wall and it says squirrel, and I said, "This is fucked." And I just stopped. Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, this is just not going to be a thing. I need to not do this." And voila! Yay!
Yay, Lamau.
It's okay. I have to color. I have to sort out an entire aisle today, and everything is color based, and it's not like really different colors. No, it's all slightly different colors.
Oh man!
Chris, what was one of those issues that was brought up? There was like a bug with their,
Oh, yeah.
their firewall software where
There
if
were-
you had to change the color on one of the like objects.
So
And I was
yeah,
like, oh, poor Tony.
yeah, in our firewall software, you can like color code. You create objects, and it creates a logo for them that you can use for the object, and you can color code them. So like, in our training, always make the firewall object
Fire brick red or
fire
whatever.
brick red, so it looks like a wall. Yeah, okay. And one of the issues at one point in time was that if you created a certain firewall object, it wouldn't just what you do with it would never work unless it was a specific color, and I think the color was like a pale blue.
Oh my god.
Oddest issue ever. There's software bugs confuse me, and yeah. Hi. Kyle just like muttered, "Oh, poor Tony."
Oh,
What did I
man.
say on Friday that Morris was like, of course it was you, and you said, well, you expect him to be him.
I can't even remember. He was
Was
like,
connecting on the phone, or what was that even?
it was all he said was like, what one student always asks that, and I was like, you should have expected it was Kyle. I can't remember what it was though.
Something dumb.
Classic
yeah.
Kyle.
Classic Kyle.
I would say that. I would say that for sure.
All
All
right.
right.
My team lead.
So, I feel like this is a good time to shift topics here. And ask the age-old question: if you were a dictator, what petty things would you give the death penalty to?
Veganism. Let's start this business.
What did you say, Kyle?
Chewing with your mouth open.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a good one. Yep. I feel like there's a lot of little things that like. Okay, so I feel something that like kind of tilts me a little bit every now and then is okay. So like my road is like isn't really if there's cars like parked in the street, you can't fit two cars. So like you'll move to the side and let someone go. And when they don't wave, I would give them the death penalty.
I mean, they don't wave.
Like a thank you wave.
Yeah,
Oh,
death penalty
it's
for them.
just so common. I don't.
Yeah, no, like
think
no
about
one
that.
here does
We're in
it.
Canada, Kyle.
Yeah, I wave to like everyone that lets me go.
Oh, it'd be the same if I let someone merge on the highway and they don't wave. Death penalty.
Yeah, any like scenario like where like a courtesy wave would be like nice.
Yeah, I would require
It's
it on the
required.
highway because with the highway,
see, yeah,
like,
okay.
it's
Highway's
a bit quick.
No, I do the courtesy wave if someone lets me in on the road.
But
where
like,
it's, like
yeah, you
fucking
let
traffic.
them.
Yeah,
You clearly slow down to let them merge in front of you.
yeah.
You
Courtesy
don't have
for
to
sure.
wave out the window. You just like wave through the.
You can just like
Well-
kind of like lift your hand up and like
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, I just do the 2-finger wave.
that's fine. That I would say you would not get the death penalty for that. Only
Just a
when
lash
a
of-
current like a disregard for saying thank you.
Yeah.
In my society, we're gonna make people courteous.
Yeah.
As for the parking
here's
and the road
a
thing-
good one.
Okay.
If you're at a retailer of any kind, and when you're paying for something, you throw your credit card onto the table.
Oh, death penalty, easy. Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with making that
That's-
one of mine too.
That's personally my pet peeve, like at my jobs, because I've had people do that like at both of my retail jobs. That it's like you see that the pin pad's in front of you.
Oh,
You
I
have to
just
deal
toss
with
my
that.
ID at people. I'm like, not toss, but like I throw it on the counter kind of thing.
You don't have to touch them.
But yeah, no,
That-
they won't even like place it on the counter. They'll throw it at you.
Yeah, no, that's
No, I just kind of
unacceptable.
like toss it, like so it lands gently. I don't want to throw my card away or be aggressive at a store where they're trying to.
No,
buy
they'll
things.
legitimately like slam it onto the counter and just kind of look at you, and it's like, no.
It's like the machine's right there, guy.
Just tap it for them. Add yourself like a 40% tip.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
I wish I
okay.
could.
It's like, why is there a charge for a $5,000 tip on here? At a
Like,
at a,
weird.
At a retail store. What? I don't know, man. That shit's mine now.
Like, I used to like pick up the card, hand it back, and be like, hey, machine's there, you gotta use that. Now I don't even do that. I just look at them, look at the card, look at them until they put two and two together.
Yeah.
There's been a time where it took a solid minute.
I've never handed over my credit or debit card except for like to Greg, but
Yeah, but like,
just like the cashier.
it's just so bizarre to me because I've never been to a retailer where,
They do it.
yeah, like very seldom, and they'll say like, oh, I need your card. I'm like, okay, here you go. Or there's not a pin pad in front of me. But if there is, then I know, oh, I'm supposed to pay, obviously.
Yeah. Easy death penalty, yeah. Trying to think.
Easy death penalty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, really.
so easy just to do that for that. I'm trying to think. 'Cause I actually was gonna say something, but then I immediately took it back. I was gonna say leaving like a really crappy tip at a restaurant, but I can't say that because sometimes what if they deserved it? You know,
Yeah.
like I mean,
Yeah, some servers are shit.
they're
They-
really bad and they're like
That
mean to you
happens.
the entire time, and it's not one of those restaurants where you pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of tipping.
For restaurants, I mean, I tip well. Most of the
Yeah.
time.
I
I
tip.
always
I hate the fact that I have to tip.
I hate that's not cool that we kind of have to pay for any wait staff's salary, basically.
I mean, they get paid the.
Here, like Mark is a waiter, and when he waits at his restaurant, he gets paid like $3 an hour. Plus.
Yeah,
tips.
but if he doesn't get enough
I
tips, they
think
have
they
to
give him
legally
minimum
make up
wage.
his.
I think, right? I think that's what they do.
They pay. They usually pay minimum wage plus tips,
Yeah.
or they'll just do below minimum wage and then the tips.
Because the
make up
tips
for it.
like make that's the thing. I think because most of the time like it's hard to not do it because you could kind of get one table, and if they gave you like a $20 tip, and you work a few hours, it probably would be like, all right, that's just what you got.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the exact like I don't know.
But here they have
equivalent.
a straight up different minimum wage for those people.
Okay. Oh yeah, like there these people. I think
least they
most
used to, I don't know if they
wait
changed
staff
it.
here are like kind of exempt from minimum wage for the most part because it's just the like given thing in the industry that like tips are what they make money from.
Kyle, if I recall correctly, in Ontario at least, if it like you can pay them whatever you want plus tips, but if that doesn't total minimum
Do
wage
they still get
hours,
it?
the employer has to pay that difference.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it in 10 years.
So it's-
and when I
it's-
looked at it, it was they got essentially student minimum wage regardless of what their age was, and then tips on top of that.
Nah, it's
But
just
that's all that was in the law
It's-
for it.
it's whatever wage plus tips, and I think there is a different minimum for them. It's whatever wage plus tips, but if tips don't equal minimum wage, then minimum wage.
Okay.
No, that which
So
would make
whichever
sense.
one's
to me,
higher is
yeah.
what they get paid, basically.
Actually, I don't know if America does that. Like, to be honest, because I remember people telling stories of they worked a day and like they ended up owing money because if like I don't know something
What?
with like alcohol sales or something and
Oh yeah.
doesn't go right or something and you kind of owe money on it.
Does that mean that they just drank more than
I
they
mean,
worked?
if you're a
Is that
bartender,
what you're telling
you
me?
give away,
No.
give too much stuff on the house.
I think maybe something like that might have been it. Yeah. But I can't remember exactly what it was. Oh no, I think you know what it was. It was just they had a crappy day, and they lived like 45 minutes away or something. So the gas they
extra
spent
cost.
was less than the money they made that day.
I know Uber has tipping now, which is interesting enough.
I mean, people tip taxi drivers, so
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like I've been
Oh, sorry,
debating
not in the
doing
city,
Uber
actually.
driving for a little while now because it's just really easy money, and it just makes the decision even harder.
yeah.
Because like on one hand, it's a shitload of money. Like you can make a lot of money being an Uber driver, even just a couple days a week.
Yeah, you have to you have to have a decently new car too. I think was one of the things.
I mean, mine's not bad. I could probably do it.
What year's your car?
Oh wait.
Yeah, I think you would be good.
You're right on the edge.
I think it's like 07 or 08 actually.
Oh,
Last
really?
year it was 06, so
It's
I assume
07
it's 07
probably,
now.
I don't see why you do though.
Because your car has to be new and like up to date in case something bad happens to it.
It's mostly a safety thing, yeah.
Oh, true.
Because I looked into doing Uber driving for a while, but my car's way too old. Yeah, my car is a '99, so
Mostly I had to look up an excuse because I got a lot of people saying you should put a stripper pole in your van and then do Uber and get all the money. I was like,
that
I
would have
don't
been
want
great.
random drunks in my vehicle. I have a hard enough time with my own friends.
See, like, all I'd have to do is, I would just have to, like, tell them that the car was damaged on the job, and I think they would have to at least partially compensate me, which is good.
I guess it
The thing is, the
depends
car gets-
what caused
I
the
mean, like,
damage.
let's say a drunk guy, like, pukes in my car, like, worst case scenario.
Okay,
I could be like, hey, this'll
that might
damage
be a
the
write-off, yeah, or
seats.
something at least.
I need to have the seats cleaned and replaced or whatever.
yeah, no.
They would at least
You'd
have
have
to
a car
partially
detail.
compensate.
Uber normally, like, if you report damage like that, I believe, yeah, they charge the customer extra for that, and then that money gets passed mostly to you
Yeah.
to make up for it.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
I
that
mean-
can't be cool.
Yeah.
I know that the customer can get, like, if you get, like, if you puke, I know people who have done this. If you puke in an Uber, you get a pretty decent fine from Uber the next day.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
So I assume that goes on to the driver, or they wouldn't have people driving drunk people home ever.
yeah, because if I knew that someone could just throw up in my car and like nothing would come of it, yeah, I wouldn't be
I've
doing that.
done that.
Yeah.
Throwing up in an Uber?
No, it was Braden's car.
Oh,
But see, like,
Did
I
you
know,
say
like, one of
sorry?
my coworkers.
This is my friend's car.
did you say
Yeah.
sorry?
Oh, of course I did. He offered to have it detailed for him the next day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he's like, no, I already got it. And like, I'm like, you're not pissed? It's like, no, you stop people from taking pictures of me throwing up. I'm like, yay. Actually, that's a whole other, I almost fought a guy, apparently. I don't remember.
Kyle.
All I know is apparently I was being a bro, so we're good.
It's like, no,
Oh,
you
boy.
were sticking up for someone. Oh, gosh. Good.
All I remember is it was really dark, and I had Mel telling me and the other guy to not do the thing. And then she talked to me after. She's like, "He would have kicked your ass." I'm like, "I don't know. I'm pretty fucking strong." And she's like, "Yeah, but he's jacked, and you were drunk as fuck." I'm like, "Oh, right."
Yeah, you would have woke up with a headache and would have been like, I don't understand. You know what? When you throw up in
Anyway.
you throw up in another person's car and they're not cool with it, death penalty.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
You better take it that same day. Like you're the next person driving it. You go get it detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Professionally. Don't clean it yourself because fuck that. You probably won't do a good enough job.
No, it's likely not.
True.
So Kyle, something that's been bugging me this entire time is that
Aye.
when you put background or oranges in time, you actually put background and not
I
background. Yeah.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
You're a horrible person, Kyle.
Yeah,
Death
that
penalty.
bugs me. I think screwing
But I
up.
can't edit it.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
No. So
Purposeful
This isn't
misspelling. Death
This is
penalty.
death
Discord,
penalty.
I can't,
Easy
uh,
death penalty. Oh, mentioning
Yeah, Discord
Discord
lets me
while
edit
in
that, I'm just
TeamSpeak,
saying.
easy death penalty.
Discord lets you hide your lies. Lets you. Okay, that's
Yeah.
totally a feature. Yeah.
It lets you lie to your friends.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
you
if
guys
I-
just really are building this Discord thing up for me so much.
It's fantastic, honestly. You can totally not be a Nazi in it, and
Yeah, didn't Discord like shut down like Nazi things? I
you
think
can
Kyle was
get-
referring to that
Yeah.
earlier, actually.
I was.
Yeah.
The server shut down for wrong think. It's a feature.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Did
that's why you
does
didn't like
TeamSpeak
Discord.
do that?
Well, let's see. If someone can shut down my server, then I'd be
Huh.
impressed.
Posted ones though.
Well, I mean, that's not TeamSpeak, that's your host.
Fair enough.
Fair, yeah. But this was actually like Discord, like stepping in.
Here's
Oh yeah.
Discord, you don't get the choice, right? You have to be on a Discord server.
Sure. Yeah, you're right.
On like
yeah.
a Discord-owned server. They won't release the server software.
And they read all your processes every 4 seconds and upload it to themselves. It's fun.
Oh,
Why do you think the Linux client took so long? It's hard to figure out how to do that on Linux.
Yeah. They swear they don't do it. They're like, no, we totally don't take it. No, it's totally
PCP
just...
dump.
yeah, it's totally erased. But like the guy did do a dump. It's like,
Yeah.
But it's going out, so...
Damn.
Um,
taking that word that they send it to DevNull,
Just
right?
got
It's
lied
just
to.
like, well, I mean, I know you don't, so...
Yeah. This you just got lied to, man.
Yeah.
Straight up Discord lied. Remember my name from earlier? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a reference to only people in the podcast would get. But if you paid $500 for the premium post
man.
show, you get to know too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And a
man.
lot of other content as well.
Yeah.
$500 worth, in fact.
Yeah, you would get most of your pennies worth.
Only half the money. Because you have to pay 500 pre-ad posts. It's still
Yeah.
$500 worth of material.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Sure.
$500 for $1,000. Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you pay $500 for the material, it's $500 worth of material.
Yeah, no matter how great it is,
500 worth of material is what he was saying.
you get
Even then, he was
some
still
of your
making
pennies
like
worth for the 500.
Mine are
Guaranteed.
just-
Pennies aren't
Kyle.
even consistent. Pennies aren't real.
What do you mean?
They're not real currency.
We don't have those.
We do though.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't know why, but we
la-di-da. Look at us and our cents.
Hey, at least I can give my 2
You're making
cents.
up for the lack of sense you have.
I have them in my truck actually still.
I have some in my van. Because, you know, it's a 98, and so there's just pennies lying around in it.
Yeah.
Oh, my center console is just for change. Everything like quarters and under is just
Yeah.
full. Absolutely full.
I just love
Yeah, I
the
like
image of that.
A few quarters and a few, like, loonies and toonies.
I
I'm
spent
Canadian.
like everything bigger on coffee, right? So it's yeah.
Yes, they don't last long in there, but there are normally, like, one or two.
Yeah.
Alright, this is gonna be a question. Wait, loonies and toonies? What the hell is that? Is that like...
$1 and $2 coin.
Are they actually called loonies and toonies?
Effectively. Yes,
Wow, I had no idea.
because there's a loon on the first one, and there's toonies worth 2 loons. So yeah.
Yep.
That's we learn something new every day.
We get it.
Yeah, okay.
We're not a real country. We're just jokes.
The toonies have polar bears on them.
We have monopoly money. It's okay.
I mean, Monopoly money's cool.
At least Monopoly money is still paper. Ours is just such shit fucking
Yeah, now we're
plastic
plastic.
polymer. Yeah.
Plastic money.
It lasts longer. I can guarantee you it doesn't. But whatever.
Oh, boy.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's like, no.
It also costs them twice as much to make. Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got rid of the penny, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It all works out.
Mhm.
Got rid of
It
the
all
one
works
that
out
they
if
did
you don't
in-house.
look at the numbers.
Yeah. Let's get rid of the thing that we do in-house to add more money to what we spend on contracted work. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's a good time. Okay.
I gotta say, I've started getting... Oh, sorry,
No,
go ahead,
no,
Tony.
sorry.
I've started getting into board games,
What kind of board games?
and it is sometimes more expensive than a video game, and
Yeah,
by God.
Often.
Yeah,
Often.
depends.
Well, I don't know about often, but like, There are some games I see here for over $60.
Less than a full price game. Oh my god.
Well, over here, $60 is how much a full price game is.
Okay, so the cost of a full price game, and then you don't need to pay the seasonal fucking bullshit. You don't have to pay for the microtransactions and the
I mean, yeah, that's true.
downloadable content and the.
I mean, I
Season
guess
Pass
there's that. Well,
and,
actually, no,
yeah.
because board games do actually have expansion packs.
You just come out several years later,
Yeah, no, but still.
and it actually doubles the content, and you don't
Yeah.
need it to play.
That's true. But, like, where was I? I saw one for, like, $80. I can't remember what game it was, but I was on Amazon just looking at board games. It was, like, $80. I was like, nope.
I totally did not leave to use the bathroom.
Yep,
Yeah.
Nope, just pissed in a
you
bucket.
were here the whole
Yeah, I
time.
was here the entire time. Yeah, that's it. But
Yeah, I'm actually looking for good board games.
good board games. Well, what do you have?
Right
Bad
now, all
board
I have
games.
is Betrayal on the House of the Hill, which is pretty fun.
Okay.
And so,
I'm
like,
sure-
for how
I'm
many
sure-
people are you trying to play with, and like, are you trying to play seriously, or are you trying to play for like parties?
I'm
doing?
doing both.
You can,
Mostly
That really
seriously.
Secret Hitler is always a fun game to pick up. To be completely honest with
Yeah.
you.
Because
Um,
like Settlers of Catan was good, right? Like
Games like that are fun. Yeah. There's a lot.
Monopoly, Risk.
Yeah,
fucking-
like I feel like
I just put Risk on my wish list here,
Yeah.
or my cart.
I feel like there's a few games you kind of have to have. Like Monopoly is one of them. I feel like you need
Yeah.
to have like Sorry.
Baller Dash.
No, but here's the thing. I'm getting into like the other kind of like I have the Pandemic board game, which is basically you're trying to cure a disease.
Okay. So it's the opposite of
Scythe
Plague
looks pretty
Inc.
good. There's one called Sheriff of Nottingham, and I
Oh, I
really
played that
want
before.
to get it. Oh, really?
I played that
Yeah,
with
played that.
yeah.
I was
We
here.
played with Canadian Dare. And he
How,
explained.
Yeah.
how is it? Is it fun?
Yeah, a lot of fun actually.
I'm pretty
I
sure we
enjoyed
killed you.
it. Yeah, you did. Yep.
Fuck.
But yeah, I got, like,
No, you didn't kill me. I ran out of money. Was what I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, like I know Betrayal on the House of the Hill is really fun because basically what it is, you essentially build a house out with cards. Like like your figure goes around exploring rooms, and that's how you build the house, and you get items and whatnot during
just
the
play D&D.
time. Wait, what?
I mean, if you want to get into something like that, why don't you just play D&D?
Well,
You're
because
right.
it's really short. It only takes like an hour, 2 hours maybe, for an
Okay.
entire game. But basically you do that, and then after a while there's a haunting, and one of the players becomes like possessed or something, and has to kill the other players. It's really fun.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh wait a second!
And
I
also,
think
we
I've played
did
that
start
game
playing
before.
D&D, so
Yeah, we actually did start playing D&D.
yeah.
Yeah, Eric and
Pretty
I.
fun so far.
Eric and I did something fun and almost worked.
Hey, did you make your own character?
No,
Johnny?
it worked out. It honestly did work out, actually.
Yeah.
Or are you using Droxide?
No, it's a completely different character. It's mostly different
Oh.
character. Yeah, I didn't. Well, because we're starting on different levels and stuff, so I remade it. So it's still Rogue though. So I took like most
Yeah.
of the ideas from that one for the most part. But yeah, Eric, do you want to explain what we did?
So one of our friends, Emeka, made a gnome sorcerer who has
That's not bad. They haven't-
who has
Okay.
wild magic.
Oh,
usually
they went
what-
the fun way. Okay.
Yeah, he went the fun way. So
That's it.
essentially
Really
he
good
would
later
keep.
levels, right?
So essentially during the campaign he would keep screwing us over by because like instead of doing something that made sense, he would just use wild magic because he was like, oh, what'll happen?
Yeah. Usually
And-
it fucks you over unless you get to the later levels where you can like reroll it or like guarantee within
Yeah.
like this. or
Yeah,
this,
but yeah,
So-
he just kept
Well,
using it over
we-
and over and over again.
Yeah, and he like did it with knowing that we would get hurt from it.
Yep.
And so at one point I was like, you know what? I'm sick of it. And I'm like, before like, we had a goblin den, I was like, hey, I want to take all the goblins' weapons. So they give me their weapons, willingly, by the way, because I'm playing a charisma character.
Yes, that's the way to go.
Right?
It's pretty fun.
That's what I mean.
I was.
And so I take all their weapons, and I'm like, okay, Emeka's been screwing us the entire campaign. And I'm like, Tony, come here. let's kill him in his sleep. So I start rolling for damage with the goblin weapons, and I'm like, okay, I leave the swords in his body. And so everyone wakes up from a long rest and sees just a dead gnome with a bunch of scimitars in him.
Yeah, a bunch of goblin weapons, and
And so they're like, "Wow, who killed him?" Like, weird. The goblins must have come back. Let's go get revenge.
they
and
came
get the
to
rest
they
of their
came
loot."
to kill our little Zook here.
So I convinced the entire party that the goblins came back for us, and they should go and exact revenge.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
where we left off. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason I did it was not to kill him. I mean, that helped, but you know, if he lived or died, didn't matter. It was because I had a feeling there was more loot to be had, and no one would let me get it.
Well, at the end of that was actually Liam's character's fault. If you
Yeah,
think
I
about
know.
it, yeah.
The only reason I didn't kill him instead was because I figured he'd have too many hit points.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Wait, he kept rolling ones after he cast his spell.
I don't remember.
Well, basically our DM hates us, so
Oh, he doesn't know what he's
he
doing.
allowed
yeah.
him to basically give up a spell slot so that he could use wild magic as a spell.
No, because the GM's supposed to make him roll to use wild magic after he casts the spell level 1 or higher, and then you roll from
Yeah,
the table if
there's a lot of things he
if the
doesn't do.
sorcerer
Right?
rolls a 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's his like only first or second time DMing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just read. Like, I have it open right in front of me just to remind myself, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have to roll like shitty.
Yeah. No, it's the thing.
Well,
you have to
so
roll
what
one.
He did was
yeah.
a
and-
mecha asked, "Can I just have wild magic as a spell?" And he's like, "Tell you what, if you give up like two other spells, I'll let you use it."
Yeah.
That's weird.
Doesn't help.
I mean, like, it is just a matter of like,
Well, I mean, the sorcerer's trying to fuck you over too, so...
Yeah.
Like, it's just... Whatever.
It really hasn't helped us at all. We'll throw that out there.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's done anything good for us. Not once.
And I think he did realize after a while, so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start doing that," because he realized it didn't screw us over, nor did it help us, so there was no reason to continue it.
Yeah.
And screw you over. Pretty sure random fireball is in here. Like fireball itself, I'm pretty sure.
Oh god. Oh god, not fireballs. No, not fireballs.
I killed them all.
I'm having flashbacks.
Derek carried the two of them out with 1 HP on himself.
Oh
God.
my god.
That and bears. I don't. Or, what
The
is it?
elephant went after you, killed you.
That now bears. Nope.
It crit and I rolled... Okay, so I rolled 20.
Power
And I
rolled the
hit
best
this.
roll of his fucking life.
And then, so then I have to roll like for the first hit and then max roll on that. I'm like, oh, double that. And then the next roll, like the beak attack or whatever, rolled max on that too. And double that. I'm like, Chris, how much health do you have? Like, this many? I'm like, no, how much health do you have total? Because if it goes over...
It goes over you're just dead. You're not
Yeah.
knocked out.
Yeah.
And I was just dead.
Yeah. And
Oh
so
my God.
Mark was doing some research on it. There's actually a few things he was Kevin. Other than that, Kevin was telling Rome.
It happens.
When you have enemies, he needs to roll once per enemy, and they fall into like the lineup with us when it comes to actions.
Yep.
It's not that all the goblins go at once. Yeah.
He was grouping them.
Yeah.
That was something we had with our first DM.
Yeah.
I tried to do that, yeah.
He did that, and that just it made it.
Because he kind of just was like, I'm gonna kill Eric, and attacked Eric with 5 things.
Yeah. It,
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah.
it did that a lot.
Back to back to back
I
to
tried
back
to
to back.
follow a proper threat table, but I was trying
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, and then also, I actually think the one I told Mark not to tell anyone this, so I'm telling you it. And whether you want to relate it to the rest of the group, Eric, it's up to you. It's I forget what it's actually called. Whatever like a mecha's fart cloud thing is.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
doing that wrong too.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, apparently you actually get to pick what it hits, and it only hits that.
Wait,
Really?
what?
I thought it was
Yeah.
no, but I think in the book it even said it was an area effect.
That's what
It
Mark
is.
says, though. But it's area effect, but you pick someone and it only hits that person or something.
Are you talking like the acid fog stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
It's a fart cloud. That's all I know. Like he keeps calling
Stinky
it
cloud.
Stinky
It's called
cloud.
Stinky Cloud.
Yeah. So I'm not exactly too sure.
That one not a saving throw? I feel like that one's a saving throw.
I'm finding it right now. It's probably a deck saving throw, I'd assume, but I'll
I'm
find
not
it.
sure. Because I still don't know much about
It says
D&D.
you create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow nauseating gas. Blah blah, just describing it. Each creature that's completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Yeah, Constitution, because it's poison. That makes sense.
So
I was a hella charismatic bard when we were playing.
ooh.
That's what I did.
Such a good one.
Oh man.
A favorite.
It's the best class, honestly.
I was just playing a wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
before Kyle took over as the best DM I've ever had, and then some. Praise Kyle.
Hey Kyle.
Kyle was just like the most defensive, walliest tank wall you could ever
Wall.
hit. Ever.
Yeah.
Well, not hit. You never hit him.
Yeah.
You never hit
It
him,
is-
and when
it
you
is really
did,
difficult.
you realized he has all of the health, and then you cry. He went in first.
Yeah.
He always went in first.
Yeah, Derek may have had like 10 more HP than me, but I had like 5 more AC. So it's like,
It was insane.
yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
Rolled a 19, plus their attack didn't hit. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, does a 19 hit? No. Does 20? No. Fuck. Because, yeah, there's one, like, whatever, we opened a door and there was just like 6 things on the other side or 7 things. But I'm just like, I'm gonna stand in the middle of the doorway. Like,
oh look,
Okay.
yeah, we're safe.
yeah.
Everyone lives. Yeah, I'm using.
I'm just saying. No one died when I was a player,
Yeah.
Chris. I'm just saying.
Fair. I'm a rogue and I'm an arcane trickster, so I've been trying to figure out ways I can use mage hand.
Mage Hand's so much fun.
I've been trying to find something, but like nothing so far has come up where it would have been like.
I feel like Arcane Trickster would be bad for colorblind Tony, but I guess the character doesn't have to be
Yeah,
colorblind.
the
so-
character's not colorblind. He gets all the colors in the world. It's just me who can't.
Oh man.
I did it for Mage Hand, by the way. That's the only reason why I picked him.
Of course you did.
Because RD and Kevin was explaining it. I'm like, wait, so you get an invisible hand that can describe... I'm taking that.
They can just grab stuff under 5 pounds or something.
Yeah,
like that.
you can just take it. Like...
Oh, I did the like, I'm gonna sit down with this person. Mage Hand, pour some drinks.
Where'd those come from? Don't worry about it.
Or it's
It was
just
weird
like,
because on my first performance as a bard, it was me and Mark's like, oh, I rolled like a 10. He's like, all right, you're like, okay, I guess you play a song, and I roll like a 17 plus my modifier. Like, Eric, you're fucking shredding.
You're killing it. Like, everyone in the bookers... Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
all right, I go into the crowd, and they're like, oh god, is Eric gonna get laid? And I'm like, no, give me money.
Oh,
I
so
think
during their performance, though, I pickpocketed a lot of people.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
And then like after that, we make like we got like, I think it was, what is it, combined, like we each
Oh my
got,
god, we
like,
went out for the
30.
night? Like, so,
Yeah, then we went
yeah.
out carousing.
And we got, like, I got, what I think I got, like, 160 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What the fuck level are you starting at?
3.
Okay.
You shouldn't be giving out gold that easy. Okay, whatever. Yeah.
No, you have to roll
can
for
do
it. It's like, whatever campaign we are, you roll a certain number, and that's how much, it gives you, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. Because, Eric, we
And
rolled...
we just both roll really well.
Yeah, we both rolled like 90 pluses. And because you roll and it gives you a certain action, and we both rolled 90 pluses, which means that we won a lot of gambling. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of other things that could have happened. Like we could have like made enemies. We could have and would not have made money, but we just both got really freaking lucky to roll
and
really
just
well.
won gambling
Yeah.
a lot.
And
we just have a shitload of money. And it's great because one of the things, like, we had a hostage situation. It's like, I want 50 silver, which is like half of a gold piece.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like,
What are you guys
that's
doing?
200 gold. No. I'm not
No,
giving
so
them
like
money.
in the little okay, so the way it ended last time, we're our friend Liam is playing a half orc, and so basically we made a deal with the goblin, whatever I don't remember what it was,
Goblin boss.
goblin boss or whatever, and that like for 50 gold pieces we can just take this person that's captured. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Okay, let's give him the 50 silver pieces and we'll leave because Eric and I have so much gold pieces that it wouldn't matter. And then Liam kept saying like, all right, I'm gonna do like a strength check or something because I go up to him, I grab him by the throat. It's like, stop, please. He did it like 5 times. It's like,
I'm pretty sure I like. Oh yeah, Sheldon almost did a thing. I'm like, I hit Sheldon. Because he was trying to kill one of the prisoners that we were trying to get to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
knocked
that.
Sheldon out, and Derek's like, I also knocked Sheldon out.
Oh, God.
There were
So I was
some
like, no, I'm gonna
times.
take it back. We're like, yep. Okay.
Eric hit our friend Emeka's character and just punched him.
Yeah,
Right?
like at one point, Meg was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cast Stinky Cloud," and I just pimp slap him, and I'm like, "No, you're not."
Sheldon and I have had the odd like mage off because he was gonna do something stupid,
Oh boy.
or she was gonna do something stupid.
Suggestion on Sheldon. God damn it. Yeah.
You just try and counter my charisma, Sheldon. You just try.
That's why I love playing charisma characters. It's like, I do this. No, you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were in the battle, and Eric, you cast something that like it was supposed to like I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I was trying to cast Vicious Mockery, and I didn't roll high enough.
Yes.
Twice.
So it would just be like, alright, you yell at him, and it pisses him off, and I'm like, damn it.
And then they all focus Eric because of that. And like the goblin boss points to Eric and says, "A goblin, you die first."
I've killed people with vicious mouth.
Really? That's amazing.
They go to run away. I'm like, they must be low. I'm like, do it, pussy, you won't. And they drop dead. Oh, okay.
See, I tried to cast Vicious Mockery probably like 6 times in the one session we had.
It didn't work
and it
once.
Never worked.
No.
Oh my god.
I didn't roll high enough once.
There was like an event, maybe it was like the initial part of that battle where you and Mark combined like didn't roll high enough 8 or 10 times.
I know.
Like in a row. No, because they went on their own little
You know
thing.
what?
Yeah.
Throughout the entire campaign, I've only done damage once, and it was to a mecha.
Well, I mean, support. The best support
Yeah.
ever. Do you
I
have
know,
the,
but like, here's the thing. I only have like a few spells. I have Friends, Vicious Mockery. I want to say, God, I have Dancing Lights.
Passion City's Laughter was really good.
I need to look up.
Oh, is it?
yeah, that
I
one was
looked at
great.
it. I didn't know if it was that. It didn't sound that great, but I'll take another look.
I
What was it
can find
called
my
again?
character sheet.
Passion City's Laughter.
My favorite thing that I
Oh yeah,
have,
we've wrecked people with that one.
Yeah.
so on my rogue, I took the spell of Feign Death. So
It's
basically,
a hunter ability in WoW.
yeah, but like it's just like
I
if someone's
see.
willing, I can make them look dead. So if one of us is at like 1 health, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna make you look like you're dead, and then they like die, and the enemy will just leave them.
You can do that on other people?
Yeah.
Or just as like yourself?
Yeah, no, it's I think it's only on other people actually.
All right, here we go. Cracking open my character sheet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's Feign.
I still have it bookmarked, Chris.
Yeah, Feign
I'm on
Death is only on willing people though, so I can't just sneak up behind someone and be like Feign Death. You know, like
Well, no, because then they just stand up and be like, what?
it's like you can try. It's not gonna work even if you get a 20. I'm gonna do it anyway.
If they're unconscious. I'd argue if they're unconscious, it'd be fine.
But they're already basically feigning death. It's that they're breathing.
Well, I mean,
Fair.
that's a huge difference because, yeah.
But like, if they're I don't know if I can do it on someone who's unconscious though.
That's the thing, I'd let you do it.
Okay, fair.
Because I mean, you can't. The person who's unconscious can't fight it.
It's fair. It's like they said yes. Like I go to like their character, I move their mouth. Yes, and see, they said it.
Yeah,
Fine.
no, if you're unconscious.
Mage hand.
Yeah, me too.
Me, I'm gonna mage hand and then move his mouth to say yes.
Oh my god.
Take a roll for it.
So yeah, I think my character had Mage Hand, Thunderclap, and Vicious Mockery. And then level 1 had Healing Word, Cure Wounds, Dissonant Whispers, which was fucking great
Distant
too.
Whispers is really good, yeah.
Fairy Fire, which is surprisingly helpful, and Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ooh.
Pretty dope.
Uh,
I was a lower
Fairy Fire gets
bard.
better, like, the less melee you have.
Yeah.
Because then it's less awkward to place.
Yeah. For sure.
Just like Hydro doesn't stay in it the whole time being a rogue.
Yeah, but it was a deck save, wasn't it? So like
Oh, right, so
Hydro,
actually rogues would be fine, yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Dissonant Whispers was always just funny because no, you're gonna get hurt and just run away like a little bitch, and then I'm gonna follow up with mocking you for running away like a little bitch.
Yeah.
So you've gotten your inspiration die.
That's the thing. I have a bardic inspiration which I haven't had a chance to use.
Oh man, you just
Always use it.
gotta crank those things out. Your teammates
That's
are gonna
true.
love you. And when you get cutting words, so
Cutting
nice to just be
words?
like, yeah,
What
you're
level
about
is
to
that,
die
do you know?
cutting words.
Cutting Word saves lives, especially
Yeah,
when you
fair
gotta fight
enough.
that dragon.
Literally save lives.
Yeah. Oh, the breath almost killed the two people behind us. Well, fuck.
Kyle,
Yeah.
why did I open my character sheet? We need to play D&D again.
Oh, God.
We should have a D&D podcast.
Honestly,
Oh,
I'd be
God.
down to D on like tabletop is if we can find a good DM.
Kyle.
Oh, we
Right.
probably that's something we'd have to do separately of the podcast, though.
Yeah,
Someone
I don't know if I want to do it on the podcast. We could record it. It just wouldn't be on the
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah,
fair.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'd be down though.
Yeah, I mean, get this group going, you know what I'm saying? Kyle seems to be a great DM.
Don't make me do it! Don't make me do it! I want to play so bad!
Kyle is an amazing DM, but also would prefer to be a player.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as Kyle. Not so much that I'm a great DM because I've never played, but I don't necessarily want to DM. I'd much rather play. I can understand that.
For fun. Then again, killing Chris is hilarious for me.
You were so sorry.
I was so sorry, but
You rolled so well.
I actually rolled perfect, like 5 die or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much perfect 5 die, like 1 off for a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
look at
god,
this.
that's nuts.
Look at this little
Yeah,
character
'cause I
here.
rolled. Yeah, the 2d8 attack, I rolled both 8s, and that was the 1632. That was yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm helping Chris.
Yeah, that's my character.
Chris, you had the chaotic neutral spell wrong, so I fixed it.
No, I don't.
it
I'm chaotic neutral. It's spelled just fine.
was CAOTIC.
I'm chaotic neutral. It's spelled just fine.
Yep, that's it.
It should have been a K instead of a C, like that old TV show.
Oh, is this Kyle?
That me.
I think I have Sheldon's as well.
Wait a second. This came to the same character for me. Why? Second. Why didn't it?
Oh,
go
man.
there?
It was just
Mine
playing the
shared,
same
yeah.
character.
Is it gonna?
Oh,
Okay, now it's different now. Oh my god, you okay? You have a 20 strength?
Get
Oh
it.
god.
I'm max strength and constitution. I rolled really well on my settings. Look at my.
Kyle
You
and
did it
I,
all
rolled,
live, right? Yeah.
Kyle and I rolled really well. Sheldon rolled terribly. It was great.
You did.
You have a 20 in charisma, Chris? Oh my god.
I ain't no bitch.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
good. Especially because that's the
Jesus
spell
Christ.
modifier, which means all of my spells... Sheldon was our healer, but I had healing spells, and for some reason I was more
Sheldon never
alert
fucking
than
healed.
Sheldon usually. Which means, I noticed when people needed heals.
Yeah.
I'd blatantly tell Sheldon all the time, I need to get healed. I need to be healed. I need to
But also just because I was, I had a higher modifier for my spell cast than Sheldon did, I was a better healer.
Of course.
Oh, good.
Wait, what'd you use to
This is roll 20, I think, right? Or,
Oh, is it roll 20?
I think.
No, this is
No, this is something else.
Oh,
No,
you
this
like
isn't
roll
roll
20?
20. This is just its own.
Oh, it's its own
uh,
thing, yeah.
yeah.
It's just a Google app sheet thing.
We use
Please do
roll
send me
20.
the link to actually make one of these.
You can just hit create in the top corner and start a new character,
Yep.
Ooh,
and it just saves it to your Google Drive.
It's super nice
that's
because
cool.
it does the maths for you, and it's like, yay!
That's so cool.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Kyle, apparently the character we made for me, I have a 20 in dexterity.
Yeah, no, I mean, because you were like more of a combat rogue,
Yeah.
like the assassination one.
Yeah.
You wanted dex, you didn't want intelligence.
No, I'm saying that's awesome. I had a 20 in it. that's,
Oh, yeah.
that's perfect.
I rolled for you.
Yeah. That was great.
That's the problem with Kyle being DM. He rolls really well.
until you
and you
don't.
will die.
Yeah.
That fireball,
Fireball,
like,
you're
I'll
all
roll-
dead. Oh no, Derek has 1 HP.
Because
I have
his
failed.
strength is whatever the fuck it was, resistance thing.
Yeah, he just
Oh.
barely like. Oh, I'm just gonna do this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I have 1 HP left.
Well, that was also like, oh, we're spread out in this room. Derek and I are just barely within the edges of the same fireball thing, and then Sheldon's like, I'm gonna run between you.
Giggle, giggle. Skull uses fireball.
I don't like those sounds Kyle's making, and we're dead.
I was like, I'll roll it personally because I'm pretty sure if I don't, then like they're guaranteed. It was guaranteed to knock out you and Sheldon.
Yeah.
So I rolled it myself, and it rolled even higher. I was killed Derek. Yeah.
Wow.
Because like the normal damage for a fireball is like half total roll plus 1. That's how they do the averages, right? So I was like, maybe I'll roll lower than average, right? And just hope.
Oh, I just figured it out. I'm an idiot. Okay. Sorry.
What happened?
I figured out something in Rust that I can explain after podcast because it's boring.
Okay. We've just been talking about D&D for the last like hour.
I mean, I've actually really enjoyed this D&D talk, not gonna lie to you. It's been a lot of fun. So,
This one is Derek.
alright.
They got like 2 levels since I stopped, but yeah, so they'll have much more things.
Yep. They were big levels, especially for the bard.
They're huge, actually. Yeah.
Well, why does he have so much health?
He's a barbarian.
Yeah,
He's a barbarian.
that's fair.
When he goes into what is it? Which
Rage.
one's the better rage?
Yeah.
At some point,
Prestige? Yeah.
he takes like half damage from every attack.
That's just rage.
That just plain rage. Okay.
Yeah.
He takes half damage from every attack, just
Oh man.
plus that health.
Only physical attacks though, not magic.
yeah.
Wait, he got down to 1?
Yeah.
It was a big fight.
Kyle, you're a monster.
It was the final dungeon.
Oh, that's
It
right,
was it was the final dungeon of that thing.
Yeah,
We had to leave and recover quite a bit.
that makes sense. Yeah.
It was also supposed to be, a 4-person
Yep.
group,
Yeah.
and we were
It's-
stuck
it's-
with
it's-
3 people because
Just trying to abandon us, and I had a DM.
Triton
Oh,
abandoned
right, I
us.
remember that. Yeah.
I was debating on just like auto playing my character and just like, you know what I mean? Like
I
playing
think it was
like a
more
retard and
fun
just
with
having
us
follow.
having to, shit ourselves continuously.
It was kind of funny.
Sure, it was funny too. That's yeah. Dick.
Also, my AC would have been nuts because I would have grabbed that shit from from Sheldon.
Yep.
So Sheldon had me, so I would have had like a 22 AC.
So, under equipment, it says emeralds in quotations.
They're fake.
They were fake, but I didn't know that, so
Yeah.
Ah.
because I don't know gems.
You rolled really bad on your...
I can have a great
conversation.
conversation with the gems though.
And Derek tried doing the same thing, and then you rolled poorly whenever it came down to the shopkeep, and I was like, he's like, yeah, the glass. Got some.
We tried to be convincing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man. Now, so
Oh, man.
I want to play more
Yep.
D&D now. To be honest, since we're talking about
Same.
it.
I haven't thought about this in so long, and now I'm like, Maybe I'll just go watch Critical Role and stuff.
Yeah, I might just go watch Critical Role after it.
As soon as we stopped playing D&D, I had to immediately stop watching Critical Role, so I wasn't so sad about us not playing it anymore.
That's what I did too, actually. And then I was like caught up, so now I'm like a ton of episodes behind. I'm kind of happy about that.
If you do start watching it again, you can marathon.
Okay, because I work now.
Like I said, we just need to get like someone to DM for us, and we could all be a party. Like right here, the podcast team.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
down.
just gonna keep
I don't
poking
The
Kyle until he
podcast
gives in.
party.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Sorry, Kyle. It's just you gotta be selfless here. You were the best DM I've
No,
ever had.
I just meant like someone else we need.
But I can't do voices. Like, it's the thing. I don't do the voice
None of our
okay.
speaking very well.
our DM doesn't do.
I kind of want
voices.
to. I kind of want to learn how to do voices a little bit, but like at the same time,
Dude, if you did that, I would totally do the rest of it and just give you the speaking parts.
well, the thing is, if I were to do voices, you'd either have to A, give me a script of only the dialogues, or
Yeah.
B, let me see the DM guide, and that is not a good idea if I'm being a
No,
player.
but I can tell you what they're supposed to say.
Yeah, I
And,
guess.
and Kyle can prep. Kyle preps.
Oh, dude, the DM
well.
can DM you.
Kyle, if you'd be willing to DM, I will find us a DM for the next one when we finish
mean-
this.
To be fair, the DM I had,
Oh,
the DM
God
we
damn
had
it.
before Kyle,
Triton?
Hold on.
yeah, he
Well,
he basically wouldn't let me ever talk or try and alter, speech dialogues. So I built a character that had 19 and then 20 charisma.
It's like, what am I supposed to do
Wow.
with this?
It's entirely based around it, right?
And he would, like, my whole character was based on, I'll do the talking for the group and then hide. And he was like, basically, it was always like, you either get all the information or none of the information, no matter who talks to the person, no matter how they talk to the person, no matter how they, like,
Was he going
never
off like a
got
book
to
or
do
something?
Any kind of
Or-
charisma or
oh,
whatever
that
check.
sucks.
Like, you can see my intimidation and my, what was the other one? My intimidation and my deception. Never got to use those with Triton.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm like, but I built a whole character for this.
I let
and
you
then-
beat the shit out of that guy and then like get all the information you wanted of him, and I think Derek slid his throat after.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that's brutal. Oh, I like that you
Yeah,
actually
Chris.
copied everything into like word for word, Chris.
Yeah, I had to. I
Yeah.
had like, I spent a lot of time between sessions maintaining my character sheet, looking up new spells and stuff like that. I have a notes folder somewhere on my, or a D&D folder that has a whole bunch of notes in it, somewhere on my desktop
I
about like
actually
future
never-
plans and spells. Sad face.
Where did do I have a document somewhere? I have this. What's this?
Good question. Kyle.
Just
What is it?
rolls. This one. Fuck.
Yeah,
I have them here somewhere.
Can I get a time check real quick?
We are an hour and 37 in.
Let's go.
901.
Yeah, we could theoretically end the podcast since we're only talking about D&D. And we could talk about D&D after the podcast still if you really want
I
to.
will
Yeah,
take my
that's fair.
pants off for it then.
Oh god.
So, I will
Talk about it.
I will end the podcast
Unfiltered.
now. So, this has been episode 189 of Background Noise. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being on. I'm going to end the podcast. Hope you enjoyed an hour and 30 minutes talking about D&D, basically. Bye!
Bye.
See ya.
So, okay.